I got blood all in my eyes, I gotta dream about it. I wanna see them niggas going, I cannot sleep about it. Cause them niggas hit me up, they really think they got me. But when they come home, it's gonna be some fucking bodies. So I'm like, come on, do it, let's do it. I said, let's come on, let's do it, let's do it. I told them, let's come on, let's do it. I'm ready for that war, yeah, let's do it. They used to sleep on me like I wanna do shit. Yeah, until I hit that boy, now it's a new it. Turn myself a shoe, yeah, turn myself a shooter. You see that smile on my face, that mean this ain't up inside. I know these niggas ain't gon' ride, they ain't gon' ride. I know these niggas ain't gon' slide, they ain't gon' slide. I was bleeding on that block, they ain't gon' do shit now. I got blood on.
But check, 1, 2. Welcome back to the King Status Podcast. I am your host, Mr. Moore the King, along with my guys.
EdBuck LC, you already know.
J. Duce.
If
I do say so.
Myself. Thank y'all for tuning back in. We appreciate y'all. Y'all been showing love lately. Just remember to like, comment, subscribe, follow us on all our pages.
Shout out to the fans, man. Shout out to all the support. Shout out to everybody that's tapping in, tuning in with us, man. We definitely highly appreciate it. So, keep showing that love, man. Like, subscribe, share,
Appreciate y'all. We enjoy the engagement and like the love we get, we really do appreciate it. How y'all fellas feeling?
Man, I'm doing good, man. I'm in the space like how you was feeling, like the ball rolling, like the grind, like it's fun, man. Like I'm logged in, I'm tapped in with everything that's going on, so I'm feeling good.
What's wrong with your wrist though?
Hey yo.
Hey man. Tell you off cam.
Hey, I'm telling you, it's coming. The conspiracy theorists. These niggas sell drugs.
How you feeling, Mr. Isaac Hayes?
I am tired, but I'm great, man. Good weekend
of love.
I'm sleepy.
Had a new show start out of the podcast yesterday. So out of the podcast studio yesterday.
Yeah.
Had a long work day yesterday. I'm tired a little, but I'm good.
Tap into Prolific Design Studios. Come get quality work.
Prolific.
What did I say?
Prolific Design.
I thought I messed up.
He was doing that echo.
Oh, my bad. Like I'm just making sure I'm not.
Mark is like, I need this shit clean. Do it again.
Nah, I thought I messed up. He said it. I appreciate it. But
how you feeling, bro?
Nah, I'm cool, man. Living. I feel the same way you do. I still feel like I'm loving the grind. I'm loving the support. I know every day it ain't the same, and every day has its ups and downs and all that. But I stopped letting things get to me.
Yeah.
So much, like, because like I'm loving the process and everything that comes with it. Like I don't mind it. That's why I told him last night they were trying to get me to come out late. I look at the time like, bro, it's like 11 o'clock. I said, bro, but I texted him. I gave him one of my answers. He said, yo, come out. Said, sorry, man, I'm catching up on some beauty rest. I know, like, I said, I know it's hard. I said, I know it's hard to believe, but I have to work to look like this.
Yeah. Well, if you would have came, my ass would have been more asleep because we'd have probably left earlier.
Yeah, but like by the time you asked me, I was like, bro, I don't. I said, man, after a certain time, and then I know I had to wake up and do this because we did the earlier time today. So I was like, nah, let me just be focused, be 100 on everything, and that's one of the things like Ed made me appreciate again. But as us doing it, and he was like, yo, it's almost like the same I saw you do with music, like watching you go on 100 with something. And I always say that's one of the reasons why I always say, like, if I can't do something at 100, I just kind of rather not do it. Mm-hmm. So that's why I just take it serious. I know it's like it's something that's like my baby, but it's like but still, you see people do that and they still won't take care of it and stuff. Like that's why I said, like, even the way the new equipment you got now, just like now, for the studio, I'm just like, yo, like you on 100 with it, because it's like, yo, just that alone is like, man, that probably saves so much time and editing and everything like that. So I'm just loving the process again. It's back to LNEG.
Absolutely.
And how about you explain like what LNEG is?
LNEG, stand for late night early grind. That was something that me and bro came up with. Like we was just super tapped in, like, and it started with music. So at first, like it meant for the music, but we made it a lifestyle. Like we brought it to life. Like it was literally we was in this basement doing music every night, literally 20 hours like a day. Like we waking up 10 in the morning doing music all day up until 5, 6 in the morning, going to sleep 4 hours, bro. Like literally sometimes three. So like it was late nights, early grind. Like so it literally was exactly what it stand for. It was literally that, and it just became a lifestyle. So it was like if you got around us, it was like, bro, listen, all that playing around and like not working, like I feel like that work ethic that he has, like that going to 100, like it stemmed from like, yo, we got a real shot to get out of here, and there was people backing us, people, like just we putting that work in, but like where the talent meet the grind, this is like everything. You feel me? That's life meeting you halfway. So it was just like it was the perfect whirlwind, bro. Like
Yeah, because I remember how it was said. It's like I remember because it's like an old memory that you posted, and you was like late nights, early mornings, and I got in the comment. I said, "Nah, it's late night, early grind." And then it wasn't until you did the California freestyle and when you said LNEG, the lifestyle, and then that's when I started saying that thing. That's when I looked at it like it is a lifestyle. So like it was really like just crazy how it came together. Like it was just like we both just said it, and then we just been saying that for years, well over like
it's crazy
10
too,
years.
cause that was my first introduction back into like coming back out doing music, and I remember like as me coming back out, that was like the start of like a crazy movement, cause we had people under that, like we made that a label and everything, like yo, y'all under LNEG, like if you gonna be with us, like you gotta be under that umbrella of yo, it's late night early grind in here, like bro,
Right.
you gotta put that time in.
I don't know why this picture Eddie running people like get down and lay down at this point. Like,
No,
get down and lay down.
No, in some cases we used to treat that thing like boot camp, like because we like because you
Absolutely.
see, like he said, bro, I used to watch you fall asleep with your face in the book, like.
Literally, like,
And I remember one of the times because I woke up, my back was killing me. I woke up like at the desk, like literally, like laptop in front of me, just facing the book, like because
pencil in hand too, though. Like, for me, I feel like that's like the monumental part is him never dropping the pencil.
But
See, this brings me back to our previous conversation. Talent versus hard work. If you could just wake up and record a Drake song every day, you'd be like, fuck it. Nigga just walk in the booth like, oh shit, I got it. Nigga just does the whole ignorant shit. Imagine you walk in the studio and Wayne and Drake do ignorant shit. Like how they say Wayne in the studio, they be like, Wayne will say on his rider 15 bottles of fucking rose, 15 bottles of fucking Ace, this, that, and the third, record for 5 minutes and go to fuck home and take all the shit with him. Like, that's the talent
that
part.
was great. But like he earned a spot to be able, to be able to do that. And but yeah, the LNEG lifestyle, I think like you put yourself in that today with us, like the night you had last night, and for you to be right back up, like
Oh yeah, I'm gonna work.
like what, like 3 hours from the time like you
Oh,
went
like,
to bed, and then
yeah.
back up doing this and setting up, like so. I said so.
Sun
now,
was up when I went to sleep. Yeah.
yeah. So
Yo.
like, that's that LNEG lifestyle that we adopted. So you part of that too. Like you know what that feeling's like. That feeling you got right now. Like you ain't make no excuses. You just was like, yo, just give me just 15 more minutes. Like, but you up though. Like I was like, that's all I needed to see. Like he's up. Like so it don't matter as long as he awake. It's cool. So
One thing too, like I'm like thankful and I'm like proud of y'all too. Is like proud of us and like you feel me as a whole. But it's like yo, it's cool to be with people that got that. Like yo, I got you. Like how I would have myself. Like yo, I'm in this joint. I want you to know. Like yo, bro. Like how you saying he only got a couple hours of sleep. He ain't make excuses. He ain't like yo, let's do it another day. It's like yo, bro. I got y'all. Like I'm committed to this. I got y'all. We gonna do this no matter what. So it's like yo, I can respect y'all for even putting yourself in that bag to be like, yo, I might, you feel me, y'all got kids, so it's like y'all could have had a long night and then on top of that, kid could wake up in the middle of the morning. It's like, yo, man, I ain't got time for this to shoot no show or something, like, you know what I'm saying?
True, but luckily, transparency. Neither one of us had our children last night, so it was like able to. But I was just like, nah. If I would have went out there and kicked it with them for that long, I'd have been like, it would have been me. Like,
no, he didn't realize he was my scapegoat. Marcus was gonna come and he was gonna want to leave, and I know Marcus, so he's going to leave like hour and a half max. I'd have been like, okay, let's go home too. You know when that diamond room, because when Bree left, it was like abrupt. Like it was like we was chilling talking, and she was like, all right, the Uber's outside. I'm like. What?
Because y'all know. Because I said,
bro, order it?
I said, bro, I'd rather be up in here doing this at 6 a.m. and trying to make things happen late. I was like, yo, the older I got, the more that shifted. I was like, I'd rather be up and like if you said we gotta record at 6, I'd have been in the air at 6.
Yeah, I'm a morning person. Get the shit out the way.
Yeah, and that's how I always was. Even like working a job, I said, yo, I got so used to that, like just putting in the work early, so then the rest of my day I can enjoy myself. Because even back then we used to work and then hoop like the afternoon and stuff, and then I go to the gym and chill with a shorty maybe or something like later. Like so, it gave me like the whole day. I was able to utilize my whole day.
I feel like for me, it's funny because like as much as I'm not a night person, I always enjoy when I do stuff early. It's like, damn, like I wish I was doing stuff like this a long time ago. Like,
I think you're not really a night person no more. I feel like you still more of a night person.
Nah, I'm definitely like I'm still like that. It's just like
that's the music grind.
Yeah, like I just understand the beauty of like being up early now. So it's like I dibble and that. Like I play with it, but I don't draw like. Oh man, like I gotta go to sleep. Like I fell asleep at 5 and then I get up at like 7 type stuff. Like I don't play around like too crazy like how I used to, where I had the youth to still like be like not be tired and stuff like that. But like now it's just like I'm still like a super night owl, stuff like that. I just know like when to cut that. Like I know when to play with that fine line. Like all right, I only got a couple hours. Let me not like play around.
But still what I still adopted from the LNEG stuff is. I still only would need like if I could doze off for like 2 or 3 hours, I can get back up with energy. Like
I'm still the same way like that. I feel like at that part never ever stopped. Like as much as no matter what was actually going on through life, like that alone, like just being able to like have that quick turnaround no matter what, like that never stopped.
And you know my mentality is, and Jay gonna love this when I say this. My mentality is. If I could get up and do it to go work for somebody else, to go to work and somebody tell me what to do early in the morning, and I stress myself out, I wake up late. Oh my God, I'm late. I gotta make it to work, and I'm gonna hop up and do anything to get there. I gotta do that for my own craft and for myself and like to provide my own way. Like I should have that same mentality. That's why I kept that mentality too. Like if I could go get up and do it for someone else, I gotta be able to do it for myself.
Yeah, it's funny you say that too, because the other day I seen on Twitter like somebody that we know from back home, and he posted. It like at first it was funny because I was like still trying like just being in that little like fake ignorance about it, but then like the more like I was like reading it, I was like, yo, that actually is a fact. He was just saying like it was talking about like being late and punctual and stuff like that, and he was like, yo, if you gonna be late, don't even invite me, like type of stuff. He was like, yo, we too grown to be late and stuff like that, and like. At first, it was like, I don't know about that, like, whatever. But it's like, sometimes I do get that, like, I be on that wave, too. It's like, yo, if I can be punctual for jobs and stuff like that, and it's like, yo, I can, oh, man, like, I get up stressing over 5 minutes of being late type stuff. It's like, yo, sometimes I do owe my people to be on time, no matter if we fashion to be late or whatever the case is.
That's what I was going to say. It depends on the situation. Like, if it's a party or something, you know me. I love showing up fashionably late. Like, but I won't be super late, but I love being fashionably, you know me. Like, but it's definitely like everything was like, because I want to add to really break down like that LNEG, because I think what you did today is what we all did, but what you did in particular, I said that's the mentality that we've been having. Like, so, and I see that you have it. Like I said, you could have made any excuse, like, bro, I didn't get home till this time and I was asleep. But, and you know me, as a man now, it's like I'm really big on my word is my bond. Like, like, so if I say I'm gonna be somewhere, I'm gonna be there. That's why I just tell y'all, like when you asked me last night, I'm just like, let me not beat around the bush. Nah, bro, I'm going to bed. Like, I was like, so
Good
So
shot. That's a good shot.
so what?
I know,
So
right?
let me ask y'all fellas this: why do y'all think it's hard for people to adopt that mentality of just like everything we just said of just like you putting it towards your craft the same way you would put towards a job. Like you will hop up and go do everything to make sure you keep a job and that you're there on time, that you don't get in trouble, everything like that. And I understand like because it's a check attached to it, but why do you think people don't have that mentality with their craft where eventually a check, an even bigger check may come, or it'd be even better for you because now it's sweeter that yo, I'm making it happen for myself. And I don't have nobody telling me what to do. I'm the boss. Why do you think people don't adopt that mentality?
I don't know. I feel like it's a few reasons, honestly. Like, um, in a way, like how we always talk about like people being scared of being great. Sometimes I feel like it's a little easier to have that comfortability to know like, oh, I'm waking up to go to work and I'm gonna get. It's like what you said is that they working for a check. Like they feel like they working towards something. Some people be so scared to use that money and invest in them because they know like, yo, if I use this, I go to nothing per se until it gets there. And some people is just not. They don't have that faith. Like you know, we supposed to walk in that faith or you believe in God, but it's like, yo, people don't really have the true faith that they think to whereas though it's like, yo, I'm gonna put this all into this because I have enough faith. Also, people don't have the grind to say like, yo, I'm gonna put my faith in it and then I'm gonna do the work behind building this off the ground. And it's like it just like it meets it like it just meets each other like, yo, do I really want to go to nothing from like, you know, people feel like they already have nothing, so it's like, do I want to go from nothing to shit? Nah, I think I'm gonna just work for the white man and just do, you feel me, like, and it's just like it's easier that way, like per se. It's like, yo, it's comfortable, it's easier. I don't have to feel like if this goes down, I have myself to blame, and people don't want to take that accountability to whereas those like, yo, I took that faith, I failed, it's okay. It's like oh, I failed, oh my god, it's all over.
Mhm.
So
I think the key thing you said though, that was all great points. Like the key thing you said was the comfortability. Like some people, they just like it's safe, and I understand some people because
absolutely,
we got friends that really are doing well in their field with the job. So I don't take away from that, but it's be those people that yo, I got this idea, I got all these dreams and these ideas, but you just don't play on them.
like people that got big aspirations, but they don't set out to be what they truly feel like they deserve to be in life. It's like I got dreams and aspirations, but mommy said that, you feel me, you know, my mom, she came up like this, so she told me not to be like them, and it's like, oh man, I'm walking in their direction. You know, like it's so much,
Right.
so much to it.
What you think?
I would say it's big on your ambition too, and like your drive. Like even working corporate world, my ambition and drive did never let me be regular there. And in that sense, it would be like, yo, all right, I need the next promotion, I need the next job, I need this job, I need this job. And the point in my career was like, dog, there's never a job that's going to satisfy me. It doesn't exist. In working for somebody, I gotta figure out some shit on my own. And people don't kind of possess that like ability to figure it out on your own. And you kind of programmed since school to go to work, cause like school sets you up to go to work or prison. So like that mentality, people are setting. I have to go somewhere for 8 hours a day, even though if I don't want to go, make sure I do it, and they're gonna give me a paycheck in the next week, 2 weeks, or every day, and that's my golden ticket. Where and people who choose this walk of life, like, no, I'm gonna go make my own golden ticket. Now, some days you might make $16 one week, and some days you might make $5 fucking grand. It's all about your work ethic. But you if you can get on the schedule and you got a system, you got a plan, you can make anything happen. It's just consistency. Like avoid all other topics. Everything just consistency. Like even like back in the day, get rich quick schemes. If some people would have stuck with it, they'd be rich. But it'd be like, oh well, nigga, I sunk that 1,500 and I'm done.
That's a fact. Because I think consistency is one of the biggest things I had to learn in this time now. But and going to both of y'all points, like Ed, you said the faith part. Jay, you said ambition. faith, ambition.
Well,
Because
we got the same tattoo too.
because I was
I
like,
never knew that.
yeah. So I was like, I said like for those that don't know, I got faith tatted and ambition tatted. And I was like, yo, because at the end of the day, that's what it comes down to. It's like the faith without works is dead thing. It's like you have the faith, but you got to put the grind in. So that's that mentality. That's why I was like, yo, that's why I got it tatted on me because it's one of those things like at at the end of the day, that's all it comes down to. It's like you got to believe it, but you got to grind for it. And I really learned so much more in this recent time of having the belief, like the difference between just saying you believe and really believing it, because it's going to show up in your character when you really believe it, like when you really go full fledged and do stuff. That's why it's times like, yo, I be waking up every day like, bruh, I'm about to take this over. We about to take this over. This podcast about to take off. It's about to be crazy. I'm about to be an award-winning author, everything. But I feel it though, and I know the difference. And I know the difference between believing, because in my personal life, I said, yo, even before when I was young and single, well before, I was like, I said, yo, I have to make sure before I have a child, I want to be married and have my own place, car, all that stuff, because I seen everybody dealing with it, baby mama drama, everything like that. I always looked at people. I always like feel bad. I don't know their situation because they could just have a car in the shop, but I always be like, yo, I can't. Still to this day, I can't stand seeing like young mothers with babies and the weather's bad and they sitting at the bus like with the baby. I say, yeah, like, yo, I just never wanted that. I was like, I don't want the family I built sitting on the. Well, I don't even want my mama doing that. Like,
Yeah, facts.
but it's one of them things.
I
Like,
want myself on a goddamn bus.
yeah, and that's a fact. So I'm like, yo,
I
why
can't
not?
imagine my
Why
kid.
not make it where like before I have all that in place? So I always said it like, yo, I got to make sure I could take care of myself before I learn to take care of somebody else. Then I had to make sure I really want to be with my partner before we have a child, so the child doesn't keep us. Is not the reason we stay together. We really stay together because we really love each other. We're like we established that with each other, and seeing how my life played out, that is still all that happened. I was like, yo, I see the difference now. I really understand the difference between believing it and just saying it, like, and saying you believe it. It's like, yo, really believing it. That's why I could, like, when I say to you, like, where you're so shocked, like, yo, I can't believe you weren't confident in your head watching the stuff that you do. That's the reason why I say, like, yo, that's why I was like, yo, because it's a difference. I know it'd be different if I walked in them same rooms now, the way I think and what I know and what I had to learn from them situations. Right. That's why I don't look at them like losses no more, because like I said, and I use some of them situations to teach other people. Like it'd be the same way. Jay, you said the clip we just recently put out. You said, I got the best content out. I know it's better content, but I got the best content out. You know it's coming. The same way I just said. Oh, I was like, it's just a matter of people gonna see. I'm like, this is the best podcast ever. People gonna see, and everything like that.
It's funny, like
That's a
stuff
button
like
moment.
that.
That was a good joint.
I
And you ended it
I
with
felt
a
like that's
saying,
what I felt.
and
your
I'm looking
eyes,
at you
like,
like,
I
you
was
gonna
like,
press
Jay
this
probably like
fucking button.
I felt it too. I was like, Jay
It's
thinking
fine.
that, but I didn't think I was going to like that. Because,
You know, I was just gonna say, I can't even remember the point.
nah, because I felt Jay's
Staring
eyes.
into your soul through
Yeah,
sunglasses.
I felt it. Like I was like, yo, he probably sick. I didn't.
I'm in my head like 40 seconds, 50. Okay, 10, minute 30. Motherfucker, this is what I mean pressing. This is a
Damn,
great
what you just say?
No, I was just more like it, like basically talk about the difference between really believing it and just saying you believe it. Like when you really had that confidence, where you really know.
Nah, facts. Because I was gonna say, like, I always tell people this too. Like, that's just me being confident in myself as well. It's like I always tell people, like, yo, I don't know what it is, like, but I always tell them, like, yo, I just feel like I know I'm destined to be like one of those type of people. Like I'm just destined for that greatness. Like I'm supposed to be in the spotlight or something like that. And it's like I don't know why I feel that way, but I just know it's like, yo, I just literally feel like, yo, I'm supposed to be larger than life. Like I'm supposed to be quote unquote a somebody. Like they're supposed to see me in a certain light. Like I'm supposed to be in these rooms like negotiating $1 million deals. I'm supposed to be in these rooms where it's like, yo, he's the guy. Like we came here for him. Like I just know that in my heart. And I always tell people, it's like, yo, I can't tell you why I feel like this. I can't tell you what it is. It's just like I just know that, and I literally feel it in my soul. Like,
and I'm not saying, I'm not, and I don't mean this because like sometimes sometimes not what you know is who you know at the same time. And I'm not saying because I think you talented in your own way, like more than you ever even knew. Like when I would break stuff up, but it's one of those things like
It's gonna be great.
no, because it's one of the things like sometimes not what you know is who you know, and the way y'all reminded me like yo, I always find myself back in these rooms. So it may be destined for me, but in your case, doing like it's always like my mentality is I don't care who goes first, as long as you leave the door open for the rest of us to run in. So I'm like,
Absolutely.
yo, if I open the door, I'm like, come on, like, like come on in because I want to open up. I want to make sure y'all got that opportunity. If I found the way, it's like, no, this is the way. Come on in, like, because now we there. So I sometimes it may even be something like just doing this, being connected to this, being connected to him, being connected to Zeph, all that stuff. Like it could be all that, but we just keep finding ourselves back in them rooms. That's why I said, even back then till now, when I came out here, I said, yo, I always find myself back in this room. So that's what made me start believing what y'all was saying, that like, yo, maybe I am destined for greatness because I keep finding myself back in these rooms. And so you keep finding yourself back in these rooms.
absolutely.
Me and you wasn't meant to be out here, but we were meant to be out here. Did you ever realistically think we would ever did you ever really believe we were going to live out here? Because I say, bro, I never really imagined it, but I never knew that. So I said, I keep finding myself in these areas. Like, yo, I keep finding myself back in these rooms. So maybe it is, I got to start believing, bro, you destined for this because you keep finding yourself back in here.
It's like I was telling bro, and I got a chance to talk to him. I was like, yo, it's crazy. Like, bro always put me in a position to win with him. And it's like how you say, it's like, yo, you always lead a door. And it's like, bro, I'm a real testament to that. Like, yo, it ain't never been in a time where something lit was happening and bro ain't like, yo, I need bro with me or else. Like, you feel me? Like when we signed the music deals and stuff, it's like, yo, like it's cool to be signed or whatever, but like I ain't moving without bro. They like, well, listen, we don't. If that's what the package come with, then cool. Like, but we know we want you. But if that's what it takes to get you, cool. We with that. Like, and it's like I love it personally because it's like, yo, I just know. You feel me? What's yours is mine, and vice versa. It's like, yo, whenever we at the top, I like whenever it is that you make it to the top, I ain't never ever got feel like I ain't at the top either, because you know we always adapted that mentality from when we first ever seen like that clip of Rose. He's just like, yo, like you gotta own it like it's yours, and it's like we always been like that. Anything that you ever set foot, and it was like, yo, bro, gotta be first. It's like, bro, that's our shit. Like, feel me? Like even if it was like a yo, LNEG was started out and that's like something that you started, just like, bro, that's our shit. Like LNEG is us, HBE, that's us, like all of that type of stuff. So it's like
it's like, not to cut you off, it's like Kanye got this line. He said, if Jay a billionaire, that means I'll never go broke. It's like that's the type of mentality I keep when I'm like, yo, if people are close to me are doing well, I know, oh, that's my way.
Mm-hmm.
Not saying like, cause you know, like I said, there's good ways of taking advantage, there's bad ways of taking advantage. Like I said, so it's like that's why I was like, no, use that to advantage. Like I don't care who gets through that door first. It's just like leave it open for the rest of us.
right.
Excuse me.
But yeah, I mean, onto that point you was talking about, like you got it, like believing, like either believing in it and really like believing, that come to like straight. You can fake it till you make it too. Like I don't like think like you don't have to be like, oh, I got everything figured out. No, figure it out on the way. Keep going, keep working, like keep believing in yourself to the point to where, yo, I'm not gonna be like even, and take every opportunity that coming away. Like don't shy from adversity. Some people get the opportunities, and when it come, they be nervous. So it'll be a situation like, oh, yo, we want to come do this deal with you. We paying this much, and yo, you think that's cool? And they be like, all right, yeah, well, let me get back to run my numbers. No, let's run it. I'll send over the details and we can negotiate whatever it could be, but get it set up,
Right.
not prolong. Cause like, yo, it somebody else, they gonna keep, somebody's taking opportunity. Like if
Opportunities
somebody
come
offered it
wasn't
to you,
like that.
somebody taking it. So like if you don't, somebody else will. So why, I'm going to do it. Fuck it.
Yeah.
And I'm going to keep pivoting and figuring it out. Like people don't even take the time out to invest in themselves, or even people sometimes nowadays like people don't even got the ability to even like they don't even pitch to their friends sometimes. Like, dog, you can have $1 billion idea and the two niggas with money sitting right there, and you just never want to be like, yo, you know what, motherfucking. I was gonna say some shit stupid, but I'm still trying to find something stupid. Adjustable hat brims that you can take off. I don't like bullshit, but somebody like, oh shit, the hat brims to take. I'm with it. All right, boom, yo. I know this person over here. This the stitch company, yo. This the hat manufacturer, yo. This here. All right, yo. I'm gonna put this in here, and then it's just coming down like a lot of people had this thing that friendship and business can't go together, and I disagree. You just can't like lose the friendship in the business. Keep like I'm big on like if it gets to the point where it's big enough, yo. When it's business, let's get lawyers. Lawyers handle it. I don't want to talk to you about business if I feel like it's gonna get to a point. And also, it's keep this shit like, especially in podcasts. A lot of times, people will only meet to do this, and they become podcasting and lose the outside parts that made it the reason why you want to do the podcast.
Exactly. And that's the reason why I wanted to keep the style, the conversation, like and everything like that, and the way we joke with each other and everything, because that's just who we are off camera. Like we all talk the same way. Right. Maybe a lot of more shit that we really can't say on camera, but like that we say, but we pretty much
more F-bombs.
Yeah, like we're pretty much like we're all the same. Like like the same way on camera. This how we are. So and that's what I appreciate. That's why I love the style, because it gives that authenticity.
Listen, I know this is off subject real quick, and this is raw organic moments, bro. That first class spirit joke really was funny as hell to me. Like. And it's like I remember it being funny, like when it was happening, but just going back to that, I'm like, yo, that was actually funny as hell.
Because I don't remember laughing that hard when Jay said it. Like it was like
that's what I'm saying. I'm like, yo, I remember it being funny, but I'm like, yo, I probably watched that clip like 10 times just because.
Yo, I was like, I said, yeah, but that
be a first class spirit.
But yeah, but again, like that's just who we are. Like that's how we joke. That's just who we are. Like the Jay Duce, I was calling him that before on camera. Like I say, yo, because every time I saw him, like, bro, you always got Duce. You always got Duce. So I was like, yo, that's Jay Duce.
If I had Duce yesterday, I'd have been here on time. Fucking Hennessy's, that shit, I still was fine. I think I'm fine now. Yeah. But yeah, Duce, it's like, I probably would have stayed the fuck up. Yeah. Been down here like, what's up, guys? Fuck yeah, you ready? In the middle of recording, I'm just gonna take a nap right here. Just pass the fuck out.
That just made me think of that Eddie Griffin joke. Yeah. Like that.
Oh yeah. Again, one of them jokes that can't even say out loud, really. Like,
what's the hardest part about starting, y'all?
The hardest part.
For me, like, I ain't gonna hold you. For some of the stuff that I was actually nervous about doing, is literally starting it. Like, it's just gaining that confidence it's gaining the confidence to be uncomfortable. Like, for me personally, it's like sometimes even like going back into the gym or going back into like hooping, like I always get that nervousness of like, yo, this nigga might cook me. Or like, you feel me? Is whatever the case, or it's like, damn, bro, he been back in the lab, he can lift XYZ, and it's like, damn. Like, you feel me? Don't nobody really be wanting to embarrass themselves, you feel me? But it's like, I just had that moment. It's like, bro, this is my man's. Bro gonna clown me whether if I can put up 250 or if I can't put up 120. Like, you feel me? It's gonna be a joke somehow. So it's like, yo, like, I try to trick myself into like, yo, somebody in here feels just as bad as you do or worse. Like, I try to put myself into that, like, yo, be comfortable with being uncomfortable, because I know if this is my first day back in the gym, I'm almost 100% sure it's somebody else that was just as nervous as I was, or probably even 100 times worse. Like, I used to be like nervous of roller coasters and stuff like that. But I'll get on one because I know with how nervous I might actually just be, it's somebody on this bitch that's going to scream in fear, like in terror, that's going to make me not as scared because of that. Like, so it's like, yo, I just try to put myself in that, like, yo, it's okay to be nervous or scared or like uncomfortable, because you human. Like it's somebody in here that feels exactly like you, and then it's
the
like,
unknown.
and then it's like too. I got one of those personalities that I get lost in the sauce after a while. So it's like as nervous as I might be, like say back then when I was hooping, I know how good I am. The nervousness of he might cook me. After some point in time, it's like, bro, I'm hooping. If I get cooked, everybody get crossed. I seen Jordan get crossed, and he's considered one of the greatest ever. I seen LeBron get dunked on, and he's my GOAT. So it's like, bro,
Yeah.
if I could see some of the people at the highest levels be embarrassed or go through, like LeBron.
Take what it come with.
Yeah, it's
I'm
like,
in the hood too. I'm gonna grind you up regardless. You can drop 50. I'm still gonna find a reason to grind you up, nigga. You musty. You that musty ass 50 game, nigga.
Yeah,
You
so it's
sweaty
like-
as hell. Like I remember in the gym, it be people killing you, and I'm still like, nigga, fuck y'all, nigga. This nigga, of course he got 30. This nigga's lubed up. Like what the fuck is going on? Like, this nigga is sliding off everybody. If your nigga take their shirt off for no reason, cuz why are you sweating as much? We just got here.
He said he's lubed up.
Yeah.
Slippery ass.
And Kyle was just a nigga that used to be sweaty. But like that shit work in basketball. If you able to just brush past him on somebody and all you get is sweat on your shoulder and that's it. Like ain't nothing you could do.
I'm about to say because as a competitor, bro, like somebody that love the hoop, and it's like you go guard the guy that's sweaty, it make you not want to guard him. So it's like, bro, I don't. It's like you said, because I'm like that. I sweat hard like that too. So I'm like, I know. After a while,
Want another grown man sweat all on me?
exactly. So it's like, yeah, I jump into a nigga chest.
Towel, nigga.
Yeah, like throw it at him.
They say you jump into a nigga chest and he go jumping. All you get one of them little shirt to the face. It's like I ain't guarding this nigga no more, bro. Like
he can
now I feel violated.
He gonna have to
it's
beat
like-
us. We gonna double team the next nigga. I'm sorry. Switch.
Yeah.
You do it.
Facts, like, bro. You want to guard him, bro? Like I ain't.
This
I'm
nigga
checked
musty.
out.
He smell like he used natural deodorant. But yeah, you must.
Hey, yo.
Nature's deodorant.
Hey.
Nigga using crystals and shit playing ball. Nigga, this is not the place for that. Nigga, go get you some secret, some degree.
Grass and
Some
ass.
Dove.
This out here just smelling like grass and ass.
You can't tell me you never been in no gym and be like, damn, this shit is winging.
He said he using crystals.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, yo, because I really picture somebody grabbing one of the crystals.
Oh shit, my bad, yo, my bad.
Like, bro, get out of here.
Did you even charge it first, nigga? This nigga a fake ass,
Oh, my
fake
God.
woke nigga.
What's the question again, man?
I asked, what's the, like, what's the hardest part about starting?
Okay, so, with me, it's almost similar. Like, I don't have a problem with starting no more at all. I would probably say the only thing that was tough about it was just what would other people think. But shout out to my big homie Ree, because I'm going to use the gym in particular. When I got in there like years ago, the first time, I was like, I said, I told him, I'm a little self-conscious about getting in the gym because I'm just like, this is when I'm like being 40 or something like that. And I said,
Hey, welcome to the pod.
I said, like, I'm just worried about how people like may look at me and all that. He hit me with it, and like I said, how I receive game all the time is when you just straightforward with me. He said, bruh, everybody in there doing their own thing. Ain't nobody gonna be worried about you. And when I went in there, and that's what it was, that's what I just locked in. So it's not so much as the starting. I would probably say with some things that I'm gonna say things that do give me a little fear is because, like I said, when going back to the idea of you crack it up. I just
The cat just sat and turned, looked him in his mid. What's up?
I just got weirded out. He just started staring at my soul from the side view. I'm like, oh shit, just don't hurt me.
This nigga Eddie was a cat in the past life. This cat, I know this nigga.
I was about to say I am a Leo, so
Yeah.
but nah, he because like I said, the reason why I don't get at people no more the same way I used to, with the why don't you just start? It's right there, because like I said, you don't know how big that door is to somebody. Like, so going in the gym for me could be so regular gym doors again, but it's just those, like, to someone else who's very insecure, it might take them everything to walk through it. So, and I'm just one of those, like, yo, once I get past that, I'm going full fledged. Cause now, like, I got past the biggest fear. The biggest fear is usually that start. Once I get there, I'm one of them people. I accept what comes with it.
Right.
Anything in life. When I get pulled over, I don't try to lie to the cop. Like, yo, if you caught me, I'm like, yo, I'm just take my L on the chin.
No shit, not me, nigga. How fast was I going?
Nah,
15,
like,
man.
bro, because sometimes, like, and you know, us as black men, I was like, bro, sometimes it could go, that thing could turn into a death certificate. Like, realistically, sometimes, like, no matter what. So, depending where you are and who you're dealing with. So, it could turn into anything. So, I'm just like, yo, I just want to make this process as quick as possible and get up out of here. If I'm going to get a ticket, just give me the ticket. Let me get up out of here because I don't want it to turn into anything else at all. I don't even want to sit here with you. I don't even want to. I have to sit here and stop when I'm on my way to a destination. I don't even want to sit here that long because I was like, now you're throwing me off my time. So let's just hurry up and just give me what you got to give me. I'll pay it or do whatever. Go show up at court, whatever. Let me just go. Like, I just want to get this process.
I mean, yeah, but in that same scenario, telling the truth, you get your ass in more trouble. Yeah, nigga, I got about a pound of coke in the trunk too.
I mean, but I don't have.
I mean,
that. Like,
shit. Don't worry about it. Just I'm telling you because I just want to speed the process up.
Right.
What's next, nigga? You going to jail?
well, I don't have that problem. That's why I'm like. That's why.
Little do they know, and they out there thinking about it. Look, I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for the Instagram, the comment to be like, them two niggas sold drugs. I know it.
You ain't got probable cause. I ain't no ex.
I mean, statute of limitation too. But yeah.
But I'm what?
Statute of limitations.
You gonna make them believe that? Like that?
Yes.
Like I got.
This
like,
is part of my job. I want them to write that shit.
I got some
'Cause it's-
secret life. Like,
Cuz gonna be the new Vlad.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Vlad should be real. I'm making this shit up. Vlad should be real. This is just narrative. Narratives is really how this shit move.
Yeah, I love how the cat just really came and settled in. He's like, yo, I'm chilling with the fellas.
Yeah.
Like,
She like, man.
But Jay, now what you think though? What's your answer to what you asked?
The hardest part of starting to me is developing a plan. Like, especially for something you never did before, and there's no like, you can watch like YouTube at university is one of my favorite things, but that's still not like the outlined plan. It's my YouTube university looks like me. All right, taking this from here, this channel's here, it's here. All right, I gotta try this part, figure this part as it going. All right, cool. All right, now I gotta add this to the plan. Okay, now I need this. Like even like I probably spent 2,000 on shit I don't even use anymore because of figuring the shit out as I go. But that's that plan of like, yo, I just got to start. This one thing is going to start at this price. I'm going to start with that. I'm going to get this first audio interface, this first camera, and that's that. But the plan is, all right, now how do I get this to look better than the shit I'm looking at? Mm-hmm. And that's the like people don't make the plan even down to like I go plan as far as a T like I go down to the letter like, yo, I want to be able to do this by this date. How do I do it? Okay. I have to, if I want to do this by this date, I have to have this by this date right here. This is impossible. If I don't have this by the 30th and I'm supposed to start on the 1st, ain't no way the fuck I'm going to start. Mm-hmm. So that, like, people don't give it the time and the chance to really understand and building themselves. Once you got a plan, then you can just slow into it. Yo, this camera costs $800. All right, that's maybe $100. Say you take $100 out your check that you spend on ordering out,
facts.
Clothes, hoes, drinks, weed, all that shit. When you can literally be like, all right, I'm gonna take this $100, and for the next let's say you get paid every week. For the next 2 months, you just take the $100 and you got your whole shit. 2 months.
Yeah, and that's like one of the things I think it's beauty, of course, and learn the process. Granted, like you wish, like I'm not gonna say you wish, but like you probably wish you could have that money back, but not so much because, like I said, sometimes there's beauty in the process of it, like, and just learning. Hey, where you go? But and that's why, again, where I said like sometimes it's really an art, even with podcasting, like where I'm like, yo, I gotta make sure like I'm physically right as well, like to look presentable on camera. That's part of it too. Like, so that's why now I've been like I was like, bro, I can't remember the last time I went to go get clothes this consistent the way I have, because I was like, yo, now I'm back on camera. Yeah. I said, yo, that's part of it. So it's always those little things you got to pay attention to. Mm-hmm. Like with anything, it's just every little detail. Even the clip of the spirit thing, how much I thought, how much just you laughing like that at the end to me made the clip more than anything. Like why I made it more like, let me let me put at the end focus on you laughing because it gives me that trailer vibe. Like when the trailer, that's why the music's in it. The picture comes after it, everything. But the way it ended, I feel like if you didn't laugh the way you did at the end, I feel like there was no clip because that's how I was able to see that it's a clip out of that.
Yeah.
Was the way you laughed because I started with we gonna focus on Ed when he's like when he laughs at the end because that's gonna make it definitely psychologically look that was even funnier. Like
Wow.
so
Sure.
it's
I do
little
the same
things,
thing.
it's little details like that I'm like, yo, people don't think about. That's why I say it's beauty to me in the plan. But like I said, like yeah, writing it out is a big thing. I got the dry erase board, like where I got a whole other project where the dates and the list. But I got in my certain notebooks, I got a notebook for like where I write like do the book ideas and everything like that, and my like yearly goals. I have a notebook with podcast ideas and everything like that. So I have it like all over the place. Like that's why I say it goes back to just I just believe I'm just a writer at heart.
Right.
Like from music and how I transformed it and everything like that. I just say, yo, I just naturally am just a writer, but I also say I'm just naturally a creator too. So that's why to me it's beauty in all that, like the plan and figuring it out and everything like that. Cause I definitely had them moments too where it's like, yo, I feel like I just spent all this money, like even the hard drive thing. I'm like, yo, now I gotta take this back, go get the right one, everything like that. So it's like that. That's why I say like, yo, I'm loving the beauty and the grind. Granted, everything doesn't. The numbers maybe look different every video, but I feel good just the consistency because I really took that game you said like that you say you learned like, yo, at least try like 2 a day or something like that.
60
So that's
a
why.
month.
So that's why I say like with one, at least like one on one page, one on the group page or something like that, and like I'll give y'all a clip like, yo, this is a clip of you. So if you wanted to post it, and then I'll post it on the page and stuff like that. So it's like just the little things that even you're teaching me, like, cause you're learning the game on the other side. So it's like, okay, now we can
Bring it together.
yeah, which is why this is great. Like everything is great.
Yeah, speaking of that, we gotta get you on the short today. I need you to come in here so you can cut them high quality.
All right.
Yeah, so I mean, if you gonna do them, that help me. But
you just had one too. I kept that in mind. Like when you was just talking, I was like, that's one transparency. But like,
Now, so you was just like kind of touching on it with the last question, like answering it, like you was kind of like double answering it or whatever. I was going to like flip the question and ask like, what's y'all favorite part about starting like new things?
That's a great question.
that's
a great question. My favorite part about starting new things is that overall, like, is learning. Like yo, like that's one thing. Like how he say he's a writer. I'm naturally just a student of everything. I will learn my way into anything I want to fucking do. So that I find that's one of my superpowers. I figure this shit out like that. Give me a few. I know I'll go anywhere to get the information I need and figure it out. And that's when the beauty, like when I'm learning something new, and once you figure it out, that eureka moment, like when I first like the first recording, and even like same camera, but the quality was terrible, and I'm like, why the fuck is my shit not look like the person that told me it's supposed to look like? And it was like, all right, wait, let's add this lighting and get a little bit closer. Boom, it's there. It was like, oh shit, boom, Now I know I could turn. All right, that's it. That set me up for the next 100 steps, because once I get to that part, now I can make any camera clear, because now I understand more of the technology behind it, of like how much light you need to really get these apertures to show that HD quality. So like it to me, the like you said, the question says, my favorite part about like starting is just the new learning of something new.
To be honest, I don't even think I got a long drawn out. I think it's the same. It's like, yo, just a new journey and processing and figuring it out. Because like you said, when you get that aha moment, like where you're trying it, and then it's just, it could be the littlest thing. Like you said, just to make something more crispy.
Right.
Like even with the Photoshop, and Rocky told me like, yo, he said he saw the way when I posted some, he knew I didn't know this feature to make it like more polished when it publishes. And then he showed me that, and then that all changed. And I was like, wow, just something as simple as that. And that's why I always like saying, I like knowing people, that I like when the people around me know something, so then they'll break it down to me the way I will really understand it. Like, because sometimes I'll be like, yo, I can understand, like you break it down like in its complexity, But sometimes you can say it the most simple way, like, yo, just do this and make it crispy like this.
Right.
And that's all I need. Like, oh, he's right. Like,
Yeah.
and it could change everything.
Yeah. I definitely feel you. For me, it's like it's the beauty in creating for me, like how you said. It's like I get a rush in thinking and like you feel me. I'm like a thinker. I like to like you feel me. I got a huge imagination, so it's like I like to be able to really imagine and create the whatever is in my head to whatever I'm applying it to. Like for me, like I use the perfect analysis of like um what's the joint, the Wu Tang show where RZA, he was with his mans and he had like he was like at the studio board, and like the people was on the drums. You got people making the beat doing this. Like certain people was doing this. Like he playing the violin or for me the guitar. He was playing the piano. He was doing this. And it's like I was telling people, I was like, yo, it's crazy because like sometimes I literally see music just like that. Or like for me, like I see certain things in a certain type of way where it's like I'm breaking it down in like cubicles or something. Like, oh, it's like, nah, let me take this piece out, or I can hear, like for like with us, like I always would tell you, like, yo, I would rap certain stuff to you, and it's like I always would say, yo, you gotta wait till I record it because I hear it like this, and you be
Right.
like I'll rap it to you, but like, yo, I feel like it's something missing with it. I'll be like, nah, you can't hear it how I do, and like we always like transparency is like, yo, you can only hear it how I'm giving it to you, and I can only hear it how I can hear it. So it's like, yo, like I used to like funny because you don't really know. It's like I used to always feel some type of way about it. It's like, yo, this nigga is so good at music. It's like how he can't hear this during the way I'm trying to rap it to him, but I know I gotta like I'm bad at projecting things a certain type of way. Like my voice ain't as like
Mhm.
projectiles. So it's just like it's a lot of things. Like I said, I hear it the way I hear it too. So
Right.
it's like, yo, and then it's like I'll go record and send it to you, but like, yo, this is crazy, whatever, whatever. And I'm like, yo, because I finally I can like like portray it the way that I hear it, like you know what I'm saying. So for me, it's just like literally creating things. Like I love to just create like in general. Like I remember my senior year, I had to write like a story type of thing to like graduate and stuff like that, like to get extra points for graduating. And the lady was like, "Yo, just write anything." I came up with this story, and she was like I had like an hour to do it or whatever, whatever. She go back and read it, and she was like, "Yo, like, where did this come from?" And I was like, bitch, fuck you mean? Like, I just, like,
Yeah.
like, I just thought about, like, this all just came from just now. She was like, yo, like, this is amazing. Like, you just, like, you literally, I'm just like, yo, I just thought of that. Like, so it was like, for me, it's like the creating, the being able to just do what people think is so, like making music. People, like, yo, how do you do that? Whatever. And it's like, to me, I'm just putting words together and doing it like this in the cadence. But
Yeah.
to other people, it's like, yo, I cannot do that. Like, so.
Yeah.
I feel like, and then another thing, like it's like what you said. It's like I love when people know things that I don't, and it make like I'm a sponge. Like the same way I love to learn stuff. Like I
Mhm.
love to get into stuff that I don't know because it's cool to me to like, yo, like coming up as a kid, it's like yo, the dummies is the ones that don't raise their hand. Like do you feel me, or try to learn some
Yep.
stuff. So it's like yo, when I really got into that, it's like oh nah, like
And that's why I always say like it's no shame in my game. Like if I don't know what a word mean, if you say it, I'm like, yo, what that mean? Like so that way I know. Like so if I hear it in the sentence again, I know where the
What it
sentence is
mean, yeah.
going.
mhm,
That's something my pop told me. He said, don't answer to something you don't understand. Like don't say yes or no and agree to something if you don't understand what it is.
right.
That's why I always will ask a million questions to get complete understanding.
That's why like too. And these days, like I learned to not be so not be so ignorant towards like when people didn't know stuff like and I felt like fuck, how you didn't
Right.
know that like because I really learned like when I got in certain rooms and people felt like they were saying something that was so simple and I had to ask like yo what does that mean like and it's like luckily for me it was like coming from people that bang with me so it was like they ain't like they'd mess with me like yo come on bro but it's like yo you can't be mad at me like I don't know what I don't know and
Mhm.
like I grew to understand that like when people say like yo it's common sense and it's like yo I used to be ignorant like that, but it's like now I literally like try to not say that ever again because it's like
Mhm.
yo, what's common to me is how I grew up, and
Yeah.
it's like yo, if you didn't grow up how I grew up, I can't say it's common sense
Yeah.
because that's
Yeah,
the
no
way I
such
was
thing.
taught about whatever it is, and it's like yo, I wasn't raised like that, so it's not common to me. So it's common sense ain't common because I didn't I wasn't raised like, or I don't know what, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, common sense is a myth. Like
Real talk.
that's something, like for me, like I'm big on like pointing out the myths in society. Because once you understand they a myth, it's get around it. You able to maneuver around it better. Like there's so much shit in life. Like even big myth, milk makes your bones strong, was some bullshit. It just was a deal that the schools in the United States had with the milk company, but they sold it to us. It's in like nigga, you who got milk was on everything,
Right.
Facts.
on everything, but it was a myth, and that's like dispelling that shit. And also, like one thing about all this getting hard from a lot of people is taking what's in here and bringing it into reality. That's why, like, one of the slogans I'm about to make for the studio is like, yo, Prolific Design Studios, where I bring your podcast dreams to reality. Because like, yo, you had a vision in your brain and you just didn't know how to pull it out your brain. But that's one of my specialties. Yo, whatever I got in here, I gotta materialize it. Like, I got to the point to where if it's some shit I had to do, I would buy a 3D printer. Like, no, nigga, look, this shit is right here. I had to make it from fucking scratch, but you had to be able to see it. For some people, me, I can take it out take it out my head and create it. And even in that space, it makes me want to go further in that. Like even like this to me is almost figured out. Like everything else I'm getting as far as is aesthetically, it's to quantify what I already know how to do. But there's not much more to this I have to add. So now I have to go to the next step about that. All right, yo. So what I need to do to shoot movies? What I need to do to be able to write my own show and do everything for that? Because now I'm in the lane. I'm going to flesh it out. That's one thing. Like I said, with people who work so hard for a company, yo, if you apply that same mentality, like yo, your job will make you learn something new every fucking 2 weeks.
Right.
And you adapt, get it quick. Hey, there's a little training on it they give you, but that training may be bullshit. But you figure it out in the trenches.
That's a
Why
bar.
can't you do that with everything you want to do?
That's a bar. and I'm glad you brought that up, because that's really what it is for me as a creator. I just love seeing it come to life. Even this, that's what makes me so happy, because it's like, yo, like, because this been in my head for like this idea in particular been in my head like 2 years. Yeah. Like to really yo, I gotta get back in it, because y'all like you've been asking me for years and stuff like, yo, when you getting back into it? Yo, when you getting back into it? But once he built this up, he asked me, and then he was like, just come do it over here. Like, so, and that's why, like I said, I'm excited about the other project I got working on, because I'm like, yo, because I knew I was taking that step up, because I learned from the other mistakes. So I was like, yo, and then looking at it, I'm like, oh, it's coming to life. Like, so it's like one of them things like, yo, I just can't wait to put it out to the world. But this is another one of them examples, like, yo, and that's why you see me carrying it the certain way that I am, because it's like, yo, I was so focused on getting to it, and then when it came, it's like boom. But when we dropped the first episode, that's when it really became like, you out there now. Like, so now the big thing is the consistency. Keep up the consistency. So let's end it with this. Like, so what advice would you give to anybody that's having that trouble with starting?
My advice to somebody having trouble with starting is just pick one aspect of it and do that part. Whether it's be like how, like, I'm big to never tell you, like, if you have a dream, and like me, like I have a dream and a plan, so my plan is gonna be executed. Like I wasn't one people to be like, oh, you could do this shit on your phone. I could never do it because it just, to me, it looked like, all right, that's that way, but I want to be better than that. But for some people, that's all you got to do. Yo, just start talking to yourself in the mirror. Like, even like the biggest part about this, like even working with so many new podcasts, and when people get disheveled or trying to find an interview, it's like, it seems easy, but no, you got to be able to talk. Like, yo, talking for 2 to 3 to an hour for some people. Like, I'm a podcaster, and it says my goal in this is eventually get to like one day for us here is 8 hours, but that could be 17 different things of content, and that's done for, and boom, here now we handing it off, somebody else is turning into whoever we need to turn to, and it's crazy, right. And it's easy because that's how I view like getting busy. So like if you getting started, just pick that one aspect of it that you think you can't do. So if money's your issue, leave that money part alone. So study the craft then. Facts. Figure out if money's your issue, then that's some shit you gotta figure out in life. But while you doing that, you still could be learning. You could be taking the time inside your day. Like, yo, people like this is not like a forever dream podcast, and I knew about it forever, but Joe Budden podcast was the thing in me that kind of, this shit could be fun. Yeah. Music isn't this shit. Oh shit, niggas are just talking about this is my shit. This is what I like. Anybody know? I like literally it was out till 6 a.m. But talking is better than I hate the fucking club. Loud ass music blaring the whole time. Half the time I don't like half these songs. Why would I not want to sit in here and talk to my friends? All right, cool. Now I can monetize it
and talk about real shit. Like
so
that can help.
yeah, my biggest thing is don't worry about the money too much. Worry about the craft, and then the money will come.
I would say just like literally don't be afraid to start. Like you feel me? Don't get so deep into it to where as though like you feel like I gotta wait like a certain time, like you trying to find the right time. Like don't I would say personally, you can attest to this, like knowing like the way that we used to do music and feel like, yo, we gotta hold on to it to wait for it. Like, yo,
Big
and
mistake.
and shout out to Mama Deb. It's Waka Flocka's mom. I learned that from her. Like, yo, there's no such thing as like the real time, like the right time. Like people that she told me like, yo, the people that like made it or whatever, they just was at the right place at the right time. Like so, their time was just that moment. But it's like we
She did say that, and she,
like
she
you
did say your time was coming.
so it's like you get caught up in seeing the people after that they already done put the time in. It's like, yo, we've been doing music since we was 15, 14 type stuff. Like, yo, you've been working on this for years. So it's like, yo, it's never really a right time or a perfect moment. It's like, yo, the time is when you started. Right then and there. And it's like, yo, don't be so in your head about the good and bad, because it's going to be both. That's the yin and yang in life. Feel me? So just know like that's always going to be there. It's always going to be good. It's always going to be bad. That's your job, is to navigate the feeling of that. Like, yo, I'm not too high on the highs and I'm not too low on the lows. You feel me? Just you feel me? Keep that faith. Like, you feel me? Just be you.
I turn these motherfuckers into motivational speakers, bro.
Hey, yo.
That's a
I'm
clip.
over here like I'm amazed. I said, yo, they both dropping bars like that. I said, yo, I don't even think I need to really say anything because y'all pretty much said everything I would say. I would just say like, yo, just get started and don't try to have everything perfect because it's not. There's no perfect time. There's no right time. Only God's time is right, and you can start now because you know what I say. Perfectionist turns into procrastination.
Absolutely.
Because now it's like, oh, I don't have this right, I don't have that right. So I super agree with Jay with yo, if you don't got the money right now, study the game. So when you get the money, you just full-fledged going. And there's no right time. Like Ed said, it's really no right time. So stop procrastinating. I don't care if you want everything perfect. You procrastinating. Stop procrastinating and just get to it. Let's get started. And like just really believe in yourself. Believe in God, believe in yourself. And we just going to end it there. Want to thank y'all for tapping back into King Status Podcast. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and follow us all on our page.
Or like, I'm really thoroughly like happy to be on this joint doing it. Like, yo, y'all, like I'm around some smart ass niggas, bro. Like that just make me feel proud. Like I'm happy. Like bro, you can attest to like knowing like the backstories on that. It's like, yo, I'm happy to finally be around people that's on that path to just, you feel me, just
Elevation.
in that mindset, bro. It's like, yo, people really like shortchange the magnitude of having good people in your circle, bro. The people that you can be in a bad area, bro, and you got that mindset of just wanting to be out, bro. If you got one other friend that feel like that, or you got a couple people that feel, yo, y'all promise y'all gonna go far. Like y'all gonna be able to get out of that, because it's like it can't, like you can't miss when you around people that's thinking like you, that's trying to move like you, that just want to do better. And I'm just like, I'm thankful, bro. Like I'm thankful, bro. Like I appreciate y'all niggas.
I
Facts.
turn these guys into motivational speakers. They are dropping bars today.
And last thing on this topic, because I don't want to forget, I'm probably not gonna put another topic. Yo, overnight success is highly a myth to me too. Like, dog, even a person that go viral at one time, that was their 100th video.
Absolutely.
They've been recording their phone. Even if it's the first one they posted, they recorded 30 of them. It's not, no, it's, you got to do the work. I'm sorry, there's no way to avoid doing the work. Even like people that's why people can't get started. It'd be like, yo, I just got to do one video and figure out the perfect video, kind of like you were saying, and then boom, now I put it out and I'm amazing. No, just keep hitting. Like the video you hate the least is gonna go crazy. Everybody says that.
Motivation tour coming soon from these guys.
I'm gonna leave it off like this. It's the best shit you ever gonna watch.
Oh yeah, facts. So
the best content you ever gonna listen to. The realest shit you ever gonna come across. King Status Convos in this bit, and we out. Drop some mic.
Thank y'all for tuning in. Tune in every Friday. Like, comment, subscribe. King Status Podcast.
Like my dramatic walk off.
Yeah. Thank y'all. See you later.
One of y'all do it.
What?
Booyah!
Thank you.